Hi, for this video what we're going to do is we're going to look at what do we do when we have radicals on both sides. As long as there's just a single radical on both sides, these are very simple equations to solve because all you have to do, remember, to undo the square root, the opposite of square rooting is squaring. So we would just simply square each side. When I square a square root, remember that we always end up with what's inside, no matter how complicated it is. And for this one, it does the same thing. It cancels out and we're left with 3x minus 7. So for this one, we just end up with a very simple linear equation that we can solve. I always tend to move the smaller of the variable terms first, so I'm going to move the 2x to the other side by subtracting it because the opposite of a positive 2 is a negative 2. Since I brought my x to the right side, I'm going to move my non-x terms to the left side, so I'm going to add this 7. To get it to cancel out because the opposite of subtracting 7 is adding 7, so this becomes 0 on this side. That way I end up with just an x term on the right and a constant term on the left. So we end up with x equals 11. For radical equations, it is very, 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 very important that you always check your work because it is possible to get a solution that in theory should work, but because we squared, remember that if you square a negative, it becomes a positive. So sometimes with radical equations especially, you end up with a solution, you think that you're right because you did all the math correctly, but when you plug it back in, it doesn't give you the right answer. So always check your work. So with this one, we will just plug in the 11 for both of the x's. So on the left, I would have 2 times 11 plus 4. And on the right-hand side, I would have 3 times 11 minus 7, and if we simplify both of those sides, this gives me 22 plus 4, which is the square root of 26. And on the other side, this would give me 33 minus 7, which is also 26. So we see that this one does indeed work, so x equals 11 is our solution. As always, thanks for watching. Please continue to watch and check out all my other videos. Have a wonderful day.